I'm officially setting up my 2026 cash binders. But before I start locking anything in, we have to open this. Now, this was a mystery box from Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I was excited to purchase it. It's from Krafted by Koko, but honestly, now I'm nervous. Because now when I think about it, and I might be in my own head, mysteries are often things that don't sell in shops, and sometimes for obvious reasons. It could be ugly, customers don't like it. But anyway, I put trust in Koko, so let's see if what's inside can be used in my 2026 cash binder setup, or will I just throw it in a drawer? I think this is, no, let me not stop lying. I was going to say I think it's the last piece of Happy Meal I got coming. But I already know something else that I want to get because I'm not satisfied with something else. But hopefully we're satisfied with this. So if I didn't mention it, this is a mystery box. And I want to say I purchased 3 different things in the mystery. I'm a little bit nervous. Okay. So packaging is cute. And it says Merry and Bright. Maybe I can use that in one of my setups today. We have a thank you card. We have Small Shop Saturday freebie. Just going to open it so you guys can see it really quickly. I don't want to take too long so we can get into the setups. Oh, so she gave a matching envelope with the savings challenge. In this savings challenge, it says find a pup, and each one is worth $10. I don't think it says exactly how much, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So looks like we saved $90 on this challenge. That is cute. So that's a freebie. I'm going to put in my freebie stash. All right, now we have another freebie. I think I was looking forward to this. Kind of giving the winter vibe, a little bit of Christmassy, even though Christmas Day has gone. But, all right, so we start off with another of these savings challenge. For this one, it says find a Christmas mouse, and each one is $10. And it's going to save 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this one's going to save $160. Wow. Kind of nervous about that. And then there's another freebie. We have a little peppermint. And then it's like a little flag kind of thing. This is also a freebie savings challenge. So I'm just going to clip this here like that. I might even be able to use that. And each of the polar bear peekaboos is worth $10. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that'll be an $80 savings. Now for the mystery. I should have took that off a little bit more nicely, but I didn't. All right. Moment of honesty here. Okay, so here are some mystery clips. I'm not gonna lie, I think this one is really, really cute. And these are not my vibe. However, I think some of these colors that I see here may be able to be used in my setup today. So I like that we have this small clip. I think this was like the 3-pack small clip. And I knew it was going to be things that was like totally out of my element. But this might be able to work. Not too bad. It's not anything I would have went for except for like maybe this middle one here. Kind of sort of probably would have went for that one. But they're still cute. And honestly, I put my full trust and Krafted by Koko because I find a lot of her things like really cute. Okay, so to be honest, none of these I would have purchased on my own. However, I think this one's okay. I do have a giveaway going on my channel. Well, not going on. The giveaway has ended. And the giveaway winner will be announced later on in the video today. And we will see who can get something from here. I will definitely throw something from this mystery kit inside of the giveaway package. So if you're here for that giveaway, you gotta keep on watching. And now these are my favorites, jumbo paper clips. And I really enjoy her jumbo paper clips, I'm not gonna lie. So these can work for something. I am kind of glad they are in gold because most binders that I do use, it's going to be a little change in my setup, do have gold binder rings. So we'll just set those off to the side and we'll see if they make an appearance in the rest of the video. So now let's get to the setup. We are going to be setting up multiple binders today. So this is going to be the first, and I could not wait to set this up. This first binder is from the Millennial dollar, and honestly, almost all the binders today are going to be from the Millennial dollar. This was in the color French Kiss, and based off of the name of French Kiss, it gave me an idea for how I wanted to decorate. You'll see in a second. I decided that for this setup, I wanted a kiss on my envelope. So I made an envelope, well, several envelopes that showed pretty much lips for kissing. And when making this, I was actually able to match the color of the lips to the binder. So it was just perfect. This binder is going to be my personal binder, and the envelopes going in here today are going to be Treat Yourself, Beauty, Clothing, Entertainment, Eyebrows, Hair, this is all taking care of me, Nails, Laser, and Birthday. So I think that is gorgeous. Look at that. I just think it goes together perfectly. Now we got to jazz this up a little bit. What are we going to do? So first we're going to start off with, I'm just going to put the fly leaf here. I do plan on keeping the fly leaf inside of my binder. I might be adding some extras in at some point. So we have these two dashboards from the Remarkable Dollar. This is a linen dashboard, and I just love the quality of it. It's not flimsy or anything. And then we have this vellum overlay that I'm going to lay right on top. Cutesy, cutesy. So I'm going to lay these things out because I feel like if I don't see it, I'm not going to exactly know basically what to use, how to use it. But I want lots of things inside of my decoration. And we may have to leave some and come back at another point to add a little more or take something away or change things up. But I think this is a freebie savings challenge. However, I'm going to be using the back side of this. And I want to, let's close that, put it right over here. A little peekaboo. And then we're going to take another one of these. And that'll be another kind of peekaboo. I don't know what else is going in here as of yet. But we got the binders in, we got the dashboard in. I think the other thing I know for a fact that I wanted in here was this binder charm. And this is from Budget with Liz. I will have all the shops that I'm using today in my setups linked down below. I have a feeling this is going to be a little bit of a long video, so make sure you got time, honey. Something needs to go over this. Something that I love to go over these are fluted dashboards. So I also challenged myself and got this like frosty dashboard. So we're gonna see what this looks like. Which one looks best? We didn't fully come here with the plan today. So we have this one. I have a feeling I might like the frosted one a little better. And I absolutely do. So we're gonna leave the frosty in here because I gotta protect that linen dashboard. Okay. I'm a little unsure, but I feel as if I want to use one of these dashboards from Savings with Grace. I just want to see how it looks kind of peeking out. Are you feeling it? I don't think I am. Maybe the white. I feel like the white might need to like go up front. I think that, how do you like, ooh, I think we got something. All right, so should it go here or behind the fly leaf is the question. So let's look at, all right, can't really see it behind the fly leaf there. So we will swap places. And it's hanging out right there. I think that's okay. I know for a fact we do have a, what do you call it? A bookmark, a peekaboo bookmark that is gonna go there. But I also have these from Savings with Grace. No, this one Krafted by Koko. I lied, I'm sorry. All right, so these are some dashboards. Let's just see how it goes. I don't think so. Or can we? Let me see. I almost kind of hate that I'm like opening it and closing it. What I don't like is that it's not the same size as the frosted dashboard. Don't think I care for that. I don't know. I feel like it's not too bad. Let me know in the comments. Let me know. If you feel like I should change anything, let me know. Let me just try out the last one that was here. I mean, they're not horrible, but I still don't like that it's not the same size as the other dashboard. So we're just gonna put these off to the side. I don't think we have any other binder decor here that we might wanna use. I mean, that could be cute. Maybe not for this one. Maybe not that either. So we have these from the Remarkable Dollar again. Okay, we'll hold off on that for a minute. I don't think we want to put this rhythm one in here. Oh, we have two rhythms. It says fall into rhythm, but do we really want to layer them? And also at the end of the video, I will be doing like a flip through of all of the binders. So you get the last of the setup. Okay. I still think that's busy. I think it's busy because there's words on this side. So we're gonna leave that out. I think we might need to table this one for a little bit. But before we do, I think I should swap out the envelopes as well as the bookmark. So I'm gonna put the bookmark right in front of the fly leaf. What am I doing here? Okay. And I want to stuff the envelopes. And that is definitely going to help to complete the look. So I didn't even fill in what my birthday saving goal was. And I'll do those trackers off camera. These envelopes I've made bigger than my previous envelopes because I realized that as they got stuffed, they were becoming like extremely tight, and I didn't want to have to deal with that problem. Also inside the envelopes, I didn't fill them out clearly, but I will be adding these trackers. The trackers are available on my Etsy shop. You can get them at the digital download. My Etsy shop is Jasmine Plan Studio. And I'm a little nervous, so I'm hoping that I am putting everything in the right folder, in the right envelope. Okay. So, eyebrows never had anything. That is a new folder that I am including. And honestly, I realized when I don't have envelopes for things, I am skipping over it. I act like it never exists. I am going to say that ever since I started stuffing things like clothing, I actually went out and like shop for myself. And that was something that I did lack before. We have some money going into beauty. In case you're wondering, why do I have things like hair, nails, eyebrows, and then there's beauty. Beauty is going to be things like my hair products and things like that. Then we have treat yourself. Okay. And that is going to be it right now for my personal binder. We will come back to it. I know it needs a clip. It needs something. If I'm honest, I feel like I have so many things out right now that I like don't even know what to choose. So, all right. I think I'm going to like this here. This is a pipstick from Krafted by Koko. I love when I see people decorate their binders with all these little extras. I started off as a planner girly who somehow found her way going down the cash stuffing rabbit hole. And I'm not mad at it, because I'm glad that there's others in this community that like a aesthetically pleasing binder in order to get what they need done. All right, I just hope that's not gonna bother me. I'm wondering how this would hold up. I don't think it will. Here. Nah. We'll lose it if we do that. All right, so we're gonna stick this here. And, all right, that's gonna be the first binder for now, but it's gonna leave it off to the side. It's gonna leave it in front of me, and we'll come back to it later on. All right, since we already had this binder out, which was my sinking funds binder, it had my low and high priority. I'm just gonna stick with that for now. For my low and high priority, I'm gonna be putting them in this binder, which is also from the Millennial dollar. This one was called Honey Affair. And this, I think, out of her whole Nina After Dark collection, is my favorite. So this one is in like a cognac color. Absolutely love it. We'll put in our envelopes first. So oops, not these envelopes. I made a set of envelopes. So when I thought of Honey Affair, it makes me think of honeybees. So I decided to do like a honeycomb, honeybee type of thing. So the envelopes going in here are future home, new car registration, gifts, prescription, dental, vision. That was missing because your girl wears glasses and contacts. But in my last binders, I had nothing that addressed that in there. Then there is medical. And that is actually going to be my low priority. I know you're probably thinking these are like high priority things, medical, vision, dental, but I thought the difference between my high and low priority should be things that I have to really address every single day. Or basically like on a weekly basis. So that is low priority. For my high priority, I have home maintenance. I do own a condo, so everything inside the apartment is my problem. Anything outside and on the grounds, that is the HOA's problem. Then there is car maintenance, home decor, I want to make that a priority because I'm going on 6 years living here and I barely decorate it. It doesn't really look like home. Then household, laundry, groceries, and emergency fund. All right, we're gonna put the flyleaf over here for now. And we are going to be using one of these dashboards. So we shall use, I have a few. And these are all from the Remarkable Dollar. And I can't wait until she opens back up her shop because I have something that I just know is not going to work because of the sizing. And from her new release, she definitely has something that is going to work. And I got some money for Christmas that is going to justify it. All right, so we're just going to put high and low priority. I don't know why I thought I had one that says sinking funds. Maybe I don't. All right, so we don't have one that says sinking funds. So we are just gonna put the high and low priority where it belongs. I did not put the high priority here. And now I'm kind of wondering, should I even? I don't know. Or, all right, how would this work? I actually think that looks cute. All right, it's not quite like the sizing I would want behind it, but I think that's actually quite cute. And then for low priority, okay, so I have these other dashboards from Savings with Grace. I feel as if maybe I can use, I feel like it's on the wrong side. Would it look weird to have like two dashboards? And then maybe this can go after the dashboard. Let's see. Otherwise, we'll swap it out for something else. We'll see what this all looks like. This binder is going to get tired of me opening and closing every second. All right, so I feel like that would not look bad, actually. It is poking out. The other option would be to go with this black dashboard. I kind of wanted to use it for something else. I didn't come with a full plan, so it's fine with me that we seem a bit indecisive today. We're gonna get messy over here as we put things together. And I think I want this to go in back. And I might want the same in the front. All right, so this is what it will look like. Go to the low priority section. That's what that will look like. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I think I'll be okay. I just feel like I need something up front. Maybe I should put this flyleaf in the back. I think that looks a little better. We have, I think this is cute here. This is from Bare Bones Collective. I did get that when she considered clothing her shop and did like some mystery bags. Well, I don't think clothing her shop, like going all digital. I like that. And maybe, just maybe, I feel like we can use this. What do you guys think? All right, so I know the pockets are not like deep because I'm thinking about using this as well. Another Pipstick from Krafted by Koko. And these have the letter J on it for Jasmine. And I thought this was just super cute. I didn't know exactly where it was gonna go, so I didn't put an initial for a binder or anything. So I figured the safest thing to do would be to go with Jasmine. Okay, so we're gonna leave that there. And I almost feel like would that be weird? Is that too much? I think it's too, I don't like the positioning of it. That might be better. And we can let it still poke out some. Poke out or not to poke out? That is the question. Okay. So we need something more here. So I don't know if I have any of the checkered like dashboards in here, but we do have this. Do ordinary things with extraordinary love. And we can hold that down with a clip. It's actually coming from this side. I actually just remembered I also got a magnet for this binder. This is in the color Rust, I believe. It's a heart magnet. This is also from the Millennial dollar. And I have like this mini clip as well. I feel like it deserves a spot in here. Okay. All right. We'll see what else might be able to go in there, but I think that is cute for now. I feel like I need a little black or something on this side. Not 100% sure, but that's how we're gonna leave it for right now. And can't forget to put our money in. So emergency fund, we were using a savings challenge from MSO Budgets, Emergency Sucks in here. So we're just gonna put the whole thing in here. We're not counting anything. We're literally just transferring it over to its new home. And I love how much room I have in this. All right, groceries is going to be a new thing that I realize should be there. Laundry is also new because when I'm doing my budget, I never necessarily take out the money that I need for laundry. I just pull something out. All right. So low priority was where my dental was. So they're going in here with their respective trackers. Sorry if this video is like all over the place. I kind of had an idea in my mind as to how I wanted things to go. However, sometimes you gotta like see it put together before you can fully decide on what you want. Household is in high priority now. See, the envelopes are definitely all over the place. And I don't know what was like my thought process in the first setup that I did with how I put certain things in low and high priority. But I feel like the things you need to come back to often every week to function needs to go in high priority if it's every week. So every week I do need things for the household, whether it's dishwasher liquid, toilet paper, paper towels. I wanted to make sure I kept those things out of my grocery budget, which before it was in a grocery budget, and it just made the grocery budget just seem insane. And I don't need those things all the time. So it fluctuated a lot. So we have home decor. Future home is a low priority. I just know I'm not gonna be living here forever. At least that's not the plan. And this right here, guys, is honestly driving me crazy. Like I had it organized inside of one of my cash trays, but I felt like if I couldn't see it, I wasn't going to use it. So everything just had to come out. There's going to be one envelope that I am going to take out completely, and that is going to be travel. So I did not make an envelope for travel, more because we're going to have a travel section. Well, a travel binder, not section. Just making sure that everything is emptied. Cart maintenance is high priority. And car maintenance is going to be things like car washes, oil change. I'm actually due for oil change, and there's not enough money here, but we're going to make it happen some way, somehow. I'm due for oil change. I'm also due for an inspection. Okay. Everything is out of the sinking funds binder. I might go back in later on and decide I want to include maybe one of... Dang, I don't know what I want to do with this. We're just going to keep it in front just for now. Something else might go in front later on. Who knows? But this is it. She is... I'm glad that it just doesn't feel tight and stuffed the way it did when it was in the old one. And this is what I mean by I was going to have more room in this binder. And I'm not even in the second one. I have room to go in the first comfortably. I was pulling the last time. All right, so high and low sinking funds binder is off to the side. Next, we are going to do the binder that started it all. So this is going to be my new savings challenge binder. I'm just gonna put this inside the cash tray so it's out of my way. I don't have anything to transfer. I forgot I did this. I don't have anything to transfer from the old savings challenge binder because we are starting fresh and brand spanking new for 2026. All right, I'm gonna take these out. This is what I said I think is just not gonna work because it's not as long, it's not as wide as any of the other dashboards that I really want to have. So it's really tiny. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna have to find a A6 planner babe to give it to, who do use a ring planner. I do not use a ring planner, but I was very hopeful that it will work for what I wanted. This is definitely going to be in here. Okay, we're gonna leave that in there, the little peekaboo. Okay, so I actually just realized that I do have a yellow magnet, which is awesome. And I think I want to pair it with... Actually, I changed my mind on something. I knew the reason why I kept some of these things. So I want to use this from Wallowell because this is... It's not even hooked in. Okay. That's one thing at a time, Jasmine. Sometimes I swear I have ADHD. I might be undiagnosed, people. Okay. All right, we're gonna cut this down a teensy bit. And I thought I was like done looking at this cutter because I was already like tired from cutting envelopes. Typically, I would have gotten myself ready for this like weeks ago, but being sick in the beginning of December definitely delayed things for me. All right, so I took off a little off the top to see if I can get this in here. And I probably need to like half this. Or not quite half, but let's do a little more. Okay. I think I still like this piece. I didn't intentionally make sure I got like a piggy cut out on the last one. But we are gonna get this in here. I like that. I still think we can get a little bit of this. Is that too much? All right, let's follow through with the whole plan and see how it's going to work. I think in this binder, we can keep a dashboard in here. Maybe this black one. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of like wishful thinking here. I almost feel like this dashboard should like go in the front of this binder and not in the back. So because I use these savings challenge envelopes a lot, I decided I was gonna use these like firm PVC envelopes, and these are from the Remarkable Dollar. I want to say this was a like imperfect pack that I was able to get from her. It may have been like a pack of 20. So I'm just sticking in here some freebie savings challenges, because this is all going to be for Freebie Friday, which is like one of my favorite videos to record, the easiest video to record, edit, and you know, put out. So these are all freebies from shops that I have shopped from. And this last freebie here is actually from my Ko-Fi. And I will have it linked down below if you want this freebie to begin savings for 2026. It's going to save you $26. You'll save all the icons, including the stars that are there. I feel like I should put that first. For fun, I think we should throw in, because I usually work with 6 savings challenges. So we're gonna throw in, or should we use the other one? We'll use the other one. I can actually use this somewhere else. All right. So we're gonna act like this one doesn't exist, because I want to put this pair together. Maybe it should go in the front. I don't know. Indecisiveness kicking in. Only because I know this one is different. All right. So those are some savings challenges. I do need my dashboard, well, my bookmark. And I do have a dashboard for this. I like that the savings challenge like pokes out, but now I'm kind of like, do I really want it in the front? Let's move this. Ooh. Okay. So I have to have a savings challenge dashboard here, and I sure do. Just checking to see if any of the other dashboards I have would like fit the vibe. Is that weird? I think this might be a little bit weird. I must say it's not weird. I actually like it. And then I see this. It might be tiny, but I almost feel like it can go inside the previous binder. It might even go well in here. The only thing is I think these are not the same size. All right, let's keep Ray with Ray. I actually really like her sizing of her things. Ooh, okay, I'm loving the black and white theme kind of going on. Let me know how you guys feel about this here. I'm not sure if I have a black money bag pin. I really do want one, but since we over here trying to build a bag, we can use this pin here. So we have any clips that we can use. These are not gonna go. I don't think so. This probably won't be so bad. I'm actually thinking there's somewhere else I can use this, but I think I like that. How do you guys feel? How do you guys feel? You're probably like, something doesn't need to be poking out of every binder, but we're gonna pause on this one here. That was a savings challenge binder. After I got going with my savings challenge binder, the next binder that really became important to me was my month ahead binder. And for the month ahead binder, I will be using another one of Melina's binder. And this one is called Nightcap, which is a black color. So I'm just gonna just take this backing off. We're just gonna lighten up the inside with this gray. We probably could have also used this. All right, not too shabby. I know exactly what type of like wording I want in here. And we're gonna go, I know I have something in here that's like build momentum. So here we have momentum, or it says unleash momentum. So I think we're definitely gonna include this here. So maybe this won't work back there. I like this momentum. And this was also like a savings challenge as well. I did not use it as a savings challenge. I can if I want to, but I don't want to. We can put this here. Maybe. Or should we just keep it black and white? Right, I like this. Unleash. There we go. All right, we're building here. All right, so we have small savings lead to big dreams, one envelope at a time. And this was from Bare Bones Collective. And I should have that in here, I feel. But then it already says like, maybe that should be like a staple, like right here. Let's see. I'm kind of thinking to go like 2 dashboards in here. And I might be okay with like resting this on the fly leaf. And then behind it, we can do this. This is another dashboard from The Remarkable Dollar. And it's a reminder that your time is a limited resource. Stop wasting it. It says lock in and start the thing. Stop overthinking. Create before you consume. Prioritize what moves the needle. Small steps still count. Just keep moving. Eliminate distractions. Say no more often. Guard your yes. Stop waiting for motivation. Build discipline. Give your goals a deadline. Remember, action beats perfection every time. Handle your work like the powerhouse you are. And I think this is perfect because this is really like my #1 goal at the moment. And that is building my month ahead. So I think this is actually pretty cool. All right, so it's not like a beachy theme or anything, which is why I was like putting this here back. I kind of like the grayscale of it. It actually is not quite that bad. Okay, a month ahead means money saved to cover next month's expenses in advance, creating financial cushion, peace of mind, and greater stability. You guys don't understand how much of a peace of mind I feel like I'm going to have if I am a month ahead. I really wanted to use this, but I feel like it might be a little bit too loud, for lack of better words, because this is like black on black. We're going to put it to the side for now. And in this moment, I actually wish like I had a pen that did not have gold and that had black instead. We might just have to add a pop of gold here. If not, this might go inside my savings challenge binder. Actually, not too bad. Let's try this here. We're gonna need something in front of this because I don't want anything to mess up my vellum dashboard. I don't want anything like pressing against it. So in front, my all-time favorite fluted dashboard. I love a fluted dashboard. I use it in my planner. I have a bunch for my cash binders. So since we add a little bit of gold to this side, we need a little bit of gold to this side. And we're gonna do that with this pin. And I had to turn around because I did not put like I did not take out any of the accessories that I already had. in my previous binders. I think that looks good. I'm still contemplating like if I want this here or not. I feel like I should have like a black and white pin. Might have to look. Or maybe I need to order one. Okay, I think we're gonna leave this the way it is for right now. Okay, I don't think I want the same saying going across all of the envelopes. So, what about this? This is from Bare Bones Collective. Only because I like the grayscale of everything. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that. Oh, I didn't even put my month ahead envelopes in here. Silly me. Right, here was the month ahead binder that I previously had. And just in case you're wondering, these dashboards came from my shop, or at least this first one. And this I just made on Canva, printed out as well. So we are going to, this is like bulky. I kind of feel like I might even want to keep this black and white one, or it might end up in another one. We'll take that out. So new envelopes. Now for a month ahead, the envelopes are internet, car insurance, life insurance, subscriptions, and I figured that out for this time. It's gonna cover my Netflix, my Canva, my Audible, my Amazon, and I almost didn't realize I had that many subscriptions. But we're gonna lump them all into one. But I think I'm still gonna keep Apple separate. I'm not 100% sure. Matter of fact, I'll keep Apple in subscription, just one subscription. All right, so we have fitness, some debt. We're gonna do like an extra debt payment with that envelope. Then we have electric, phone, groceries is now in the month ahead. HOA assessment. I decided to put this in here because my condo is looking to replace the roofs of our unit. So there is going to unfortunately be an assessment for I think a year or 2 years. And I want to be ahead on that before something like that hits. But apparently it wasn't enough votes and we need to like redo the votes. And I really hope they do vote on having a new roof because it's over 20 years old. All right, mortgage, gas, and tithing. So we just have to get the money in over here now. And we're also going to take out the bookmark. So tithe. Oops. And I chose to use this firm envelope again because I find that these envelopes will get bulky and I just wanted something really, really sturdy to hold it. So I went against trying to make an envelope and purchase. And I did purchase some more envelopes that I will be using in another binder. Because I realized I actually kind of like this. So that's mortgage, HOA. Like I really enjoy the handmade stuff. It's cute. You can really personalize it. But I think there's a time and a place. And for a month ahead binder or a bills binder, which is going to be coming up, I don't think I can do matte vellum. I don't want to like damage envelopes. And no one wants to be remaking envelopes all year, especially when you're doing it already for your Etsy shop. So groceries was not in here. Whoa, did I mess up on something? Utilities is electric. I'm trying to figure out why am I skipping phone. And I want to just keep, I don't want to dig in this binder until I am literally a full month ahead. I thought about using it to help me pay for like January's bills, but then I feel like I'm never going to see the month ahead if I try to do that. So this came out of debt. Fitness, where is my phone? And I believe fitness is fully funded, being that the amount is changing. When I first started this, it was $265 because I was going to Club Pilates. Club Pilates is no longer a thing. So I'm only doing one gym so that way I could weight train and get my cardio in and do all that good stuff. Now we have life insurance. Where is my phone? Did I skip it? Right, car insurance. Student loan, we stopped. Right. Right, I'm gonna have to check back to see what happened with phone. I hope I did not leave it out. When I tell you I'm tired and done with making inserts and envelopes, I feel done, finito. I kind of almost want that reminder back here. Small savings lead to big dreams, one envelope at a time. All right. Ooh, and this is going to be stuffed. Let me just double check for phone. So we have tithe, gas, mortgage, HOA, my HOA assessment. Here goes groceries, and there goes the phone. And what did I do? All right, it went into HOA assessment. There we go. See what happens when you're being a little chatty, Kathy? All right, and then we have to take out the month ahead. And I started sizing things differently in my shop. Just after using things and seeing what you like, seeing what you don't like, seeing what needs to improve, I did change some things. So like this dashboard is now made in like a 7x4. This is I don't know what size, but it is pretty small. All right, will I be able to open my rings? This is tight, y'all. All right, now I feel like I'm like, is there too many envelopes in here? Or is there too much money in here? Okay. Whew. It's a lot. It's a lot going on in here. And then I also have to keep in mind that the dashboard also takes up some room. But the good thing about this is technically we can still fit in that first. We got some room to grow. We have some room to grow. That is nightcap, month ahead binder. Next, we are going to go on to my kids binder. So I see that this video is really long. I might have to cut it in two to set up 3 new binders. But this is going to be my kid binder. All right, for my kid binder, I chose this color red because my son's favorite color was red and it was black. So I had an idea and I figured, why don't you give him some black envelopes? So I have some black envelopes here. Oh, I didn't punch out the holes. That sucks. All right, we're gonna try to get this in. All right, so I went ahead and punched out the holes literally by just forcing the envelope onto the rings. We're gonna have a little bit of holes flying out for a little while, I guess. But here's my first envelope in my kids binders, Xavier. Then I have this blank one, which is going to be a savings challenge that I had in his previous binder. Then we have entertainment, barber, kids clothes, kid birthday, gaming, snacks. Now I have a school envelope because he will be graduating middle school and going into high school in September. So I want to be ready for things like graduation, back to school. So I figured, let me start an envelope for him for that. Then activities. This is where I feel like I failed as a mom. I have not been focused on activities for a while. We used to do like soccer and football and swimming and all that stuff. And somehow I like fell off of that. And I really want to keep him busy as a teenager. And I think it's important to keep kids busy or else they're going to be getting into God knows what. So we have an activities binder so that we can get him signed up for some stuff and doing some things. And he really enjoys sports, so we're going to get him into something that is not trouble. All right, so again, for this binder, we are going to be putting in this, and I'm going to do a separate video for the other 3 binders that I have here. 3, 4, maybe 5. But I have another set of binders. And before we end this video, I figured I should have the winner of this giveaway display on the screen. At the time of recording, I did not pull the winner on the spinning wheel thing, but your name should be popping up now, and I want to say congratulations. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching my videos through, because you need to watch my videos through in order to know that there's a giveaway. I will never announce it. I would never put it in a title, because I don't want people flocking to the channel who are going to have a negative impact on the channel. Because if people come just for like one little thing and never come back, and they subscribe and they're only watching a video for 30 seconds or 2 minutes when your video is like 20, 30, 40 minutes long, it hurts you in the algorithm and not push your video anymore than someone who really watches all the way through. That is the best indicator to YouTube that they should continue to push your video, is by people watching your video fully. Your job is to keep, well, your job, my job, and other content creators, our job is to keep people on the YouTube platform, hands down. I don't care about likes, subscribers, comments, but our job is to keep viewers on the platform, and by showing them things that they enjoy. So I really hope that you have enjoyed what we have been doing so far. Don't forget to like the video if you have not already. I believe Melina has like a red and black pin, and I'm thinking about doing that for my son's binder. This was his old binder, so I just want to make sure I'm switching over his money. And please let me know down in the comments, like, maybe this is like kid trauma or something, where kids are like, oh, you took my money and I never saw it again, kind of thing. And my son does that, and I just have to take out his binder sometimes, and I'm like, no, I didn't spend your money. Like, here's your $100 your grandpa gave you. Here's your $50 your great-great-grandma gave you. And here's your $50 that your godmother gave you. Like, I did not spend it. And sometimes I find myself needing to prove that I'm not just taking money and buying planner supplies or, you know, saving challenge stuff with it. Like, your money is there, child. I am not doing anything to it, but I want you to spend it responsibly and not deciding that you want to spend it on Robux all day. So let me know how your kids are with money. How do you even let them know the money is there? Do you let them know the money is there? Let me know about that down in the comments. But I think I'm going to just finish this up off camera, and I'll do I'm not going to do a flip through, but I'm going to finish this up off camera, and I will just catch you in the next one. Bye.